movies have their fair share of plump characters, and Star Wars is no exception. Today I'm counting down the top 5 fattest Star Wars characters of all time on Star Geek. Let's just hop right into it, if you can, with the 5th fattest Star Wars character. You may see occasional glances of her in the background of Jabba's palace scenes, but you probably don't know her name is Yarna Da'al Gargan. Ah, gosh, I really hope I said that right, because otherwise I'm gonna have a plague of Star Wars fans yelling at me in the comments. Yes, she is the overweight background slave dancer working for Jabba the Hutt. You may be thinking to yourself, you couldn't find anybody else to fit the number 5th spot? Well, this was supposed to be a top 10 fat Star Wars character list, but turns out there aren't that many fat Star Wars characters as you may have originally believed, so I just had to settle at 5, giving Yarna Da'al Gargan her spot. The 4th fattest Star Wars character is the spit-spewing Gungan leader, Boss Nass. Not many know this rotund Gungan's name, but I think we all know his poor judgment when choosing a general.
You are doing grand. Jaja bring Usen and the Naboo together. So, we shall make you Bombard General.
General?
Some say this leader is just a subspecies of Gungan, but I say that he just needs to lay off the Womp Rats and switch out for something healthier like Tarisian kelp. For the 3rd chubbiest Star Wars character, we have the beloved Jack Porkins, the X-Wing fighter pilot who went down in a flaming crash of fury. This one pilot, who barely appears for 45 seconds in Episode 4, is one of the most famed fighter pilots in Star Wars history. Sometimes the unusual, funny, or just plain pudgy can get bounds of attention for no really good reasons at all.
Jax, I can hold it. Pull on! No, I'm all right.
Our runner-up for the biggest of the bunch, a senator by the name of Orn Free Taa. The first time I really examined this guy closely was in the middle of class when we were watching Star Wars Episode 3, about a month ago. I noticed his big blue double chin and his ridiculously stupid facial expressions and had to look him up in the next computer class. What I got was a little creepier than I had expected. When I searched for Orn Free Taa, I expected a dumb-looking overweight alien, but what I got was the Star Wars equivalent of the devil. That is, if the devil's horns were so fat and heavy they sagged over his shoulders. Anyways, I thought this alien senator who closely resembles George Lucas deserved to get 2nd fattest. And the number 1 fattest Star Wars character is George Lucas himself. Yes, that's right, the plump little director deserves to get a spot on the list, as he did create the Star Wars universe. Okay, you got me. Of course he isn't the fattest Star Wars character, mostly because I'm worried I'm gonna get sued if I say he is. No, I wouldn't dare strip the title of the pudgiest, chubbiest, biggest, most overweight, roly-poliest, jowliest, portliest, fleshiest, punchiest, most obese, most stout, most weighty, most blubbery, most rotund, and fattest Star Wars character in saga history from Jabba the Hutt. Really quickly, before I continue, I just want to give a big thank you to Synonym.com. There is no way anyone else, other than maybe a certain director, would even come close to Jabba the Hutt being number 1. The Slimy Hutt, who also owns another tubby character might I add, definitely deserves the most likely to eat the pink paste they serve at McDonald's award. If this guy is not the fattest creature in the galaxy, I don't even want to come within 3 meters of the other overweight glob of grease. Mostly because they would probably take up at least 3 meters in diameter. Let me stop now before I offend anyone or get frozen into carbonite. So that is my top 5 list of the fattest Star Wars characters. What's yours? Although I did not include any extended universe characters here, feel free to add them in your list below. I want to thank my good friend Pirate0986 for the idea of the episode. Link to his channel will be in the description below. Subscribe to Star Geek for weekly Star Wars content. Until we meet again in a galaxy far, far away, this has been Star Geek.